What's up, you guys? I am back with another video. It's your favorite Michaela, and today I am going to be giving advice to all the new apartment owners. Well, not owners. Y'all not owners. We renting. If you in an apartment building, you're renting. My bad. That was the wrong word. Bagged it up. For all the new people that are getting their first place apartment, first time renting, whatever the case may be. If you guys do not know, February the 10th is when your girl had got her keys for this apartment. So guess what? Your girl been holding it down for a year. This her first time out. This her first time out on her own. And I done learned a lot. So therefore, I'm here to give you guys advice. And just because I give you this advice, that don't mean I went through these things or whatever the case may be. I'm giving y'all this advice because this is something that I noticed being out in the real world. Now, this means a lot to me to put this video out for you guys because if you guys don't know, I live off a check once a month. And y'all know I'm straightforward. I live off of getting a check once a month. This is my first time out by myself with my child 24/7. Like literally, I have my child literally almost 24/7. Like my mom, she does get Mikhail, but I literally have my child 24/7. Full-time mommy. Okay? Single mother. Full-time mother. But this video is I really not gonna give you too much advice on like the mother report of, you know, getting your first place. But if y'all want a video like that, let me know down below for sure. But you guys, I just wanted to come on here and tell y'all what I noticed, what advice I can give y'all, what we can talk about, things that we can stay on top of. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're here and you just want to know what I got to say, or you just want to state your own opinion in the comments, go ahead and do that too. Let's talk about it. Let's help a friend, okay? Period. So y'all know I'm a female, so of course most of these are going to be coming out female perspective. Now, I wrote down 16 things. This video literally just came to mind not that long ago. It is currently January the 30th, 7:33 in the morning. So, as y'all can see, me making my videos are most likely in the morning. And that's the best time for me because my child is asleep and stuff like that. So, yeah. But if y'all want me, like I said, if y'all want me to make a separate video on like managing being a mother and having to handle bills and stress and all that, I will most definitely do that. Make sure y'all comment down below and let me know. And that's something that I will most definitely look into and push it out for you guys. But this intro is long enough, so let's go ahead and get into this video. So the first thing first, you guys need to pay your bills first. Number one rule, you need to pay your bills first. I don't care what you got going on. And look, let's step on a couple feet. I don't care what that child want. I don't care what that school want. I don't care what type of activity that child want. You need to make sure home is always taken care of. Because guess what? Guess who have to live here? You. Guess who have to live here? You. You need to make sure you is straight, okay? Bills always pay first. Nothing else. Bills first. And if you ask me, and I don't know, and I don't work a job, but for the people that work a job and get a consistent check, like get a once a week check, twice a week check, I feel like how I will try to do it is when I make my money for my rent or my utility bills, all that, I would go ahead and put it to the side so I don't have to worry about it next month or this month or whenever the bills due. So you're not scrapping up money. Bills is the number one thing that always needs to be paid. And that always been my main focus. Y'all, I gotta pay bills today. I haven't paid bills yet because I'm not ready to just look at all this money disappear. But pay your bills first, okay, boo? Pay your bills first. That's the main thing you need to focus on. Pay your bills first. Everything else can wait. And I know, and I hope like you're not in a situation where you have to pay your bills and it have to be like food or so. Because then, you know, then now you in a sticky situation. Now you like, dang, if I don't pay this gonna be all. If I don't do this, we're not gonna have nothing to eat. And I'm gonna tell y'all on that eating part, baby, if you gotta get sandwiches and bread, bologna, I don't care. Just try to always have that in your refrigerator. I'm not even gonna cap to y'all. That's something that I'm learning still to this day. I always have bologna and bread and all that in your refrigerator. And me also, another thing that I done started back doing, because I did stop for a while, is picking up the little hamburgers. I don't know if y'all eat hamburgers, but for the people that eat hamburgers or just need some type of meat and stuff to feel full, or even if you want your child to feel full, start buying the, like, I think it's only $14 or it's $12. I think it's $12 and 14 patties in the little Walmart the Walmart hamburger thing. Hold on, you guys. I'm gonna see. Can I pull it up on my phone real quick? But it's like a Walmart. It's just a whole bunch of hamburger patties that's raw that you can just put on the stove and start cooking. And I'm pretty sure you can find some hamburger patties that's already cooked. But I'm gonna tell y'all now that's gonna be higher. I'm gonna tell y'all now that is going to be higher. But yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about right here. The 12 hamburger things. That's something that lasts me for a not a long time, but at least lasts me for a whole month. And you got to think about it. If you have other food in the house, you don't have to worry about having to cook over and over and over and over again. Like, you just throw that on the stove, boom, ready. And it's 12 come in here for $13. So that's how much it is. But yeah, you guys, let me go back to my notes. This video is taking a long time already. But too, now this is something that I make to myself, but you guys can make that promise to yourself also. But any bills that you had before you had your apartment, I feel like that's something that you need to keep up. Because I feel like if you can't keep it up, then you should not. That's a whole lot of noise outside. If you, yeah, I get off subject so quick. That's why I don't like making talking videos. Oh, this is a trash can. Not trash can, the trash truck. But if you cannot handle your new bills with the old bills that you were paying before, and I'm not saying like paying somebody rent. Like, for example, one of my bills was phone bill. I always had a phone bill. No matter what, I always had a phone bill. So with that being said, I kept my phone bill. I made sure my phone bill is high. Trust and believe. I'm gonna be straight honest with y'all. My phone bill is $170. Yes, my phone bill is $170. I kept that $100 bill, and that's what one thing I have noticed. The $100 bills are the ones that sucks up the money. But what I am gonna say, if you can't handle the new bills with the old bills, then I'm sorry to say you're not ready for an apartment, or you need to find an apartment or a home that's available for you, like more suitable for you. And that's just a promise that I made to myself, because that was already a responsibility I had. So the fact that I'm finna have utility bills and a little rent, then yeah. So that was just a promise I made to myself, and I feel like that's something that everybody should do. Try to keep up with your bills. Like, You know, I get times get rough, and then you want to be like, oh, okay, I'm just going to cut the Wi-Fi off. I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to do that. No, try to keep all them bills on. If you get them bills, try to take care of every single last one of them bills. And that's the best advice I can ever give you. You know, if you going broke, if you have to go back to where you came from, or if you can't go back, find something that's affordable. It's something out there for you. Look into your sources and stuff, especially if you're a woman with a child, because baby, I don't know about y'all, but Louisiana is a woman's state, and I often say that a lot, because when you have a child linked to you, it kind of help you get around a little bit better. Like far as like getting on housing, Section 8, or anything like that. Anything like that. And not only that, it is some good peoples out there in the world that, you know, renting stuff out, and they willing to give you a place for a decent price and then store. It's hard to find, but you know, they'll make it work for you. When you have a child, it's gonna make it work for you. And trust and believe. If you believe in God and you praying, it's gonna work. Trust and believe. Because my apartment, I didn't pray for this specific apartment, but what I did pray for was my own place. And God made it come true so quick. All I had to do, faith without work is dead. I want y'all to know that. I was praying for that apartment or that home or whatever, but I was calling around trying to find where can I get in at? What can I do to get here? What can I do to get there? So most definitely, God is real, and manifestation is real. And what you want, you can have it. Just work for it. That's all. And I ain't talking about like working a job. I'm talking about like more like fake wives. Work for it, you can get it. Okay. So the next thing that I'm going to go into, and a lot of people probably disagree, but I don't care. That's one thing that I noticed. I had to lower my standards 100%. But sorry, y'all, they're if they're in our trash can, when our trash can, garbage can, they're emptying that, so it's a lot of noise, so excuse that. But I advise you to start off lower class, as in get you an apartment that's cheap, maybe not that much room, not that big. I mean, you know, get something that's reasonable. And the reason why I say that, because if this your first time stepping out on your own, you need to see how you're going to handle bills. Even though you probably have the cockiness and the feeling like, yes, I can handle this, I got this, and not to knock your grind down in your mindset. Because, I mean, you know yourself better than anybody else. But not to knock anything down, but start off small and reasonable and affordable, so you can see how you are paying bills and how you are with your saving money, your spending habits, if you have them. See how you're going to work out, because one thing about it and two things for sure, bills are not going to stop. So yeah, bills are not going to stop, you guys. And I don't know if I have it on here, but it's coming across my mind to tell y'all, bills, pay your bills on time. Pay your bills on time, because if you pay them past due, you're always going to be out of more money. So that's the main thing that y'all need to always keep in the back of your head. Pay your bills on time. You don't have to worry about being out of more money. Okay? And money is a big thing in this world. You need to have money to really pretty much move and do anything. Unless you're around a good-hearted person that's willing to do anything for you. And honestly, I wouldn't even use that good-hearted person like that. You know, you get what I'm saying? If you out living on your own, I'm going to say for me, because I don't know other people's situation, but now that I'm out living on my own and stuff, if my mama can't do it, or I can't do it, or my Medicaid can't bring me transportation or nothing, I choose not to ask. And they always make it aware to me like, hey, you know, and my neighbors are good. I actually built a bond with my neighbors after a while of me being here. But if I ask them, can I go somewhere, they willing to take me. You get what I'm saying? But I just, if you're living on your own and you say you got it, kind of figure it out on your own. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing, and that's probably like a harsh thing that I do with myself, but I do. But lately, I just been good. I just make sure when I do go out and I do have a ride, I make sure home is always taken care of. Let me see. Okay, so the next thing, furniture. Now I know you guys are going to want furniture, and that's another thing. You know, when you get a place that's very affordable, very budget friendly, you are able to decorate your apartment how you want to decorate it. And also too, what I am gonna say, buy furniture little by little when you get paid. Don't just go splurge all your money on furniture. Buy furniture little by little. And if you can, when people are selling stuff, hop on that and get that. You know what I'm saying? Because my couch is used, like, and ain't no telling who had the couch before the person that I got the couch from. Who ain't no telling who had the couch, or she could have brought the couch and it was like this. I don't know. Well, I'm not saying it was run down when I got it, but what I'm saying is, you know, who's to say how many times this couch got passed down, baby? Like, you gotta get it how you get it, boo. Okay. But yeah, pay for your furniture piece by piece. And one thing I am going to tell y'all, and it took me a long time to figure it out. It's not about how big your apartment is, how small your apartment is, how your apartment look. If you know how to decorate, your apartment will look as luxury as the people that's paying $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month, however much they paying. Your apartment can look just like theirs at an affordable price. That's one thing that I have noticed. So yeah, keep that in mind. It's always about how you decorate an apartment, not how the apartment looks. Once you deck it out and make it pretty, it's gonna be pretty, okay? Another thing, and I'm just now coming to this conclusion a year later, almost a year later. Don't make your place too comfortable, as in try to elevate. Try to elevate. You get what I'm saying? Don't make your place too comfortable, because if you make it too comfortable, then you're going to stay in that area for a long time. When you could possibly, let me tell y'all something. The amount of rent that people pay, or the amount of rent that you're paying, or bills that you're paying, you could be putting that on something that you are paying for. So with that being said, just be mindful. The longer you stay in a spot, and don't rush yourself. Don't rush yourself. Prepare yourself. But the longer you stay in a spot paying rent over and over, just think about all that money you done gave these people. You could have put towards buying a house a little bit cheaper, or maybe just a little bit higher. A house or a trailer, whatever you want. You can put that towards buying something a little bit cheaper, or getting something a little bit higher, or whatever case may be, and it be your own. You don't have to worry about these people running in and out your place. You don't have to worry about people coming in here at any given time, because when you renting, anybody can come in here, literally. And don't get me wrong, when you at an apartment complex, they do take care to a certain extent for certain people. They do take care of the people that lives there. But you got to think about it. Them people taking care of their stuff, not yours. So therefore, just keep that in mind You know, they can always come in at any given time. I don't care what you say. And the only reason why I say I don't care what you say, because I'm one of them type of people like, ugh, I don't want them to come up in here. They don't need to be coming up in here like that. They need to do this, they need to do that. Baby, running my mouth ain't gonna stop nothing, because they still gonna do whatever they want to do. Okay? Yo. The next thing I wrote down, your relationship with people might change. Like, if you do anything different from maybe the group that you was in, or friend group, or somebody you was hanging out with, whether it's a boyfriend, a homegirl, a friend, or associate, it might change. It might change, because guess what? That friendship might change. I don't know how it's going to change, but it might change. That's all I'm going to say. It can change in many ways, so just be aware of that. And you might have to cut certain friends off. You might have to keep certain friends a distant. You might have to actually just watch your back on with certain people. So, yeah. Set your rules and your tone of your apartment or home, or wherever you're renting it. Set your room and your tone of your apartment. That goes for family members, friends. That go for anybody. I'm going to tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. Don't nobody pay your bills here but you. And maybe the other person staying with you, or however that go. But whoever name is on them bills, every time you pay, you run that. And who cares how anybody feels? Who cares how anybody feels? If they feel entitled to do something, and I don't care if it come down to your child, if they feel entitled to do something and feel like they can do this at any given time, baby, they need to up on some type of money or something. And I'm talking about reasonable money. Like, for example, if I pay $200, on a bill, and you want to come up here and run me, I'm not letting you, I'm letting you come in, but it's like you trying to tell me what to do in my shit. Because we going to keep it real. Because let me go ahead. Yeah, we going to cuss on this video. We going to keep it real. You're not finna come up in here and run my shit. If you can run my shit, you can pay bills. Okay? It's a difference between a guest coming here chilling. Cool. A guest can stay for a long time. I don't care. As long as you in your zone, I'm in my zone, we vibing, we kicking it, we he and hollering, cool. But anytime you come into my shit and you ain't paying no motherfucking bills, bitch, you better up some money. Yeah, I said it on here. Bitch, you better up some money. That's facts. Bitch, you better up some money. I'm gonna tell you now, up some motherfucking money. If you want to run some shit. If you trying to run some shit, shut the fuck up. If you ain't trying to put no bills in on my, if you ain't trying to put no money on my bills, shut the fuck up. Stop talking. You is pointless. You're a guest here. Guests supposed to be chill. Guests supposed to be quiet. Guests are only supposed to be speaking when speaking too. Oh. Yeah, because when you run your own shit, boo, you got to know how to run it. So with that being said, you got to know how to run your shit. Okay? That's straight to the point. You got to know how to run your shit. What you mean? What you mean? You got to know how to run your shit, baby. Run that shit right, okay? Run it, baby. If they say you doing too much, bitch, you mad, get the fuck out. Like, y'all, that's the real me. That's honestly how I feel. That's the real me. Like, it's very raw. I try not to cuss on my channel, but baby, let's keep it a butt. Bitch, you don't pay no bills over here. Hush your mouth. That go for anybody, y'all. Like, You know, like if it's your mother and your father and stuff, like it's a cleaner way you can probably put that. Or if it's an elderly person, it's a cleaner way you can probably put that. But like any other bitch in the street, bitch, what up? Get out. Yeah, get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Anyways, yeah. If you know me in real life, you know I'm ghetto. So yeah. Yeah. Anyways. I forgot what question I was on, baby. I just had to turn up for real quick. Let me see. You don't want to get too comfortable. I said that relationships might change. Set your goals. Okay, that's where I was, because I remember that's when I got turned up on. It's okay to tell. No. It's okay not to tell, y'all. Excuse that. It's okay to not to tell what goes on in your apartment. If you have to lie to keep people out your business, and that go for far as your parents, your auntie, or anybody that had any type of rule over you growing up, or you know, before you moved in your place, you have every right to tell a lie or just be straight honest with them, or just don't tell them nothing. Like, shouldn't nobody know what goes on in your apartment, especially if you're trying to be a big girl, a big boy. They don't need to know nothing that's going on in your apartment. Nothing. Unless you tell them. If you want to tell them, we go on cool. But certain stuff, after a while, you're going to be looking at it like, I pay bills over here. Not you. Not you. You don't need to know. Oh, yeah. Anyways. I'm on 9, y'all. I'm on 9. We 30 minutes in. We 30 minutes in. Okay, so put out what you want to put out. Don't put out what you want people to know, or who you don't care who people get hold of it once they hit their ear. So that's what I am gonna say. Don't be soft-hearted with people. This is something that I went through recently. Don't be soft-hearted with people. Like, people come up with a sad story, and then all of a sudden, you know, you trying to help them out and stuff, and it seems like they kind of blowing you off, or the situation is not as serious as they say they is. Move around. Let that be. And I'm not going to say too much about that, but it's something that I might be something that I talk about, but we don't leave that alone for right now. Watch who you let come in your house, as in, you know, friends, family, anybody. Watch who you let come in your house, because I'm real big on energies. Energies, demons, yes. Demons, energy. You got to think about it. A lot of people can leave things in your apartment, and you wondering why you so toe up and you don't know what's going on with you, and the whole time you let somebody walk in your place that heart was not pure, and they left something. They left their energy. They left a demon behind, or a trace of a demon, or whatever the case may be. I do not play with demons. I don't want to play with spirits. I don't want to play with demons. You wondering why? And you know what? I really want to do a video on something like that. But y'all, last time I remember when I tried to do a video one time on that on YouTube, like YouTube was trying to it wouldn't let me upload it for some reason. Like, it wouldn't let me upload it. But let me not get too deep into that, because you know how people is. You know, they might be like, oh, girl, you're not that holy. You just got done cussing, girl. You just got done cussing. You just got done cussing. You shouldn't be talking about God. Anyways, yeah. Yep. And then here go right here. Remember, this is your shit. You run your shit. Don't let no man, no woman, nothing to come up in here. Whatever you like. If you like men, don't let no man come up in here running shit. Even if he paying bills, this still your shit. So therefore, they don't need to be running shit. Facts. I know they be like, man is the man of the house, you know, man or the man of the household. But if your name was on this league, baby, he really want to run some stuff and pay some bills for real and lay down some rules and stuff, then he need to go get his own. And you have to be willing to go stay with him to go listen to his rules. And also another thing, and I have not dealt with this, but if you have somebody paying your bills or you splitting your bills or whatever, one thing I done seen up close with a lot of people and stuff like that, make sure you always have the other side of that money, or make sure you always have backup money of that money that they're paying their rent with, because ain't no telling if they even paying the rent, or if they is paying the rent, is they gonna keep paying it, you know. I always have that in mind. That's something that you always have to remember, because I'm not even gonna cap. I done seen too many story times. I done heard too many people. They always talk about how basically they got messed over because they roommate didn't want to pay bills, or it was hard for them to catch up with the bills because their roommate was slacking and stuff like that. Like, and that's not to target nobody. That's just things that I always hear when people get their own things. And my main goal was for me to see how it was to live in an apartment by myself. And I was eventually gonna let my boyfriend move in with me, but it didn't work out that way. We didn't even stay together long after I got my own place. So that's that. Okay, y'all, we almost done. We got 4 more. Okay. I advise y'all, if y'all move to a city where people don't know you and stuff, watch out for who you make friends with, who you call yourself dealing with and stuff like that. Because all it takes is one person, one wrong move, or a known person for everybody to know about you. And they ain't got to know your personal business, but it's just one thing about it. And if you stay in a country town like me, baby, one thing about it and two things for sure, people don't got to really know you. They can only know you through somebody else, and they could tell a lie on you. So, and with people not really knowing you, they just automatically gonna think like, oh, yeah. And like a wise person told me, you ain't popping if they ain't talking about you. You ain't popping if they ain't talking about you. You ain't popping if they ain't talking about you. And not too much on my hair, you guys. I'm thinking about doing a little hair video. Maybe not today, because I've been trying to limit myself to making 1 video a day. But I don't know. I might make another video for you guys. I don't know. But yeah. The next thing. Do what makes you happy. No matter what nobody say. Do what make you happy. But be mindful of what you do. And it's okay to do something and you didn't really know too much about it. Learn from it and move away from it. Don't beat yourself up about it like this is your first time in the real world. So be mindful of that. And if somebody was trying to warn you, or somebody was just trying to give you advice on something, make sure it means a lot to that person. If they was trying to tell you something and you listen to them, or you didn't listen, you go back and be like, yeah, you was right. That means a lot to them. So make sure you can take, if you're grown enough, make sure you're able to be like, yeah, you was right. And that's where a lot of people not grown enough at. Like me personally, like, I'm one of them type of people, I do tell you when you right. I do tell you that you was right. I ain't one of them type of people. And last but not least, the main thing is God put people in your life. God put people in your life for a reason. Whether it's for a lesson, a long time, a short time, or whatever. God put people in your life for a reason. So this is it for this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And I love y'all so much. I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, you guys.